So first question really, Lou, is what was your, obviously we got the call to close the gym. You've been coming to Forever Strong for how long, Lou?
3.5 years.
Three and a half years
Yeah. I
approximately.
think I might be your most faithful and loyal customer, Gaz.
Do what,
Client, sorry. I might be your most faithful and loyal client, I think.
I think you are. You've attended the most sessions.
Well, I did see that, but I didn't put my hand up that it was me.
All the time. Yeah, you're close to 600 now.
Yeah, bit of part of the furniture.
And now you've added online virtual sessions to the repertoire as well. So when obviously you heard the news that the gym was going to close, and we were going online, what was your thoughts? Did you have any trepidations, skepticism?
I mean, for work we use quite a lot of online technology, so I knew it was possible. But I suppose like everybody, I was thinking, I just hope it's as good, and I hope I can stick with it, and I hope we can still create the same kind of community feel that we have at the gym, you know. So obviously there was trepidation, but there was never a point that I thought, oh, I'm not going to do that, you know, because it's a real integral part of my daily routine in my life now. So, you know, enough was changing around us. Everything basically was stopping, wasn't it? And it was just about, right, how can I keep that still part of my essential routine, really?
Yeah. So what benefits do you find the training? So forget the online bit, forget the gym, the general Forever Strong bit. How does that, you're just a bit of context, Lou's a professional lady, runs her own business, family, kids. How do you find that it helps you?
Well, it's like my me time when I go to the gym, and it's my I don't have to think about anything time. And that is really important for me, because every other part of my day I'm thinking about stuff. So, you know, mainly work, or thinking about things for the children, or, you know, home stuff. And, you know, I mean, my husband's brilliant. We do a lot of stuff together, but still we do the thinking together as well. And the only thing I think about when I'm in the gym is, am I moving my body parts in the right way? Quite often the answer is no, you're not, Lou. But, you know, that is the extent of my thinking when I go to the gym. And that is so beneficial for me mentally, just to have that, you know, aside from the physical stuff, that's me space is really, really important.
It's a bit of a mental release then for you.
Yeah, just to, like I say, I don't have to think. I come in the doors and I don't have to think about, you can leave all the other stuff behind, really. You know, if you've got something stressing you out at work or whatever, you don't take it to the gym with you, and, you know, you can just use that time to kind of clear your mind, which is really important.
So did you have you know, when we said we're going to close the doors and we're going to move online, did you have an idea in your head of how it was going to work? Did you have any thoughts?
I don't think I did really. What I thought was, Gaz will work this out. There'll be a way. They'll find a way between them to sort this out and to work it out and to keep it going. And I think we all thought that, really, you know. And it was like, right, okay, if we're provided with this platform, then we need to use it, you know. And keep supporting the gym as well as clients, because, you know, it's the last thing we want to see is for it not to continue to flourish, you know, albeit possibly in a different medium for the next number of weeks or possibly months.
Yeah. Okay. And how have you found the online sessions?
Great. Yeah, really good. I feel a bit of an idiot, but I do it at 6 a.m. so the neighbours aren't up anyway, so they can't see into the lounge. I've moved around the house a couple of times, so I think day one I was in the garage. Yeah. And then I've been in the lounge, and then this morning I was in the dining room. So I might just give everybody else a little tour of my house as we go around.
Well, yeah, because the coach and everybody else can see us. Yeah. Can you just describe to people watching this what it's like on the virtual platform?
So you can see the screen, and you can see there are various small screens around the edge, so you can see other people who are in the session, and the main part of the screen will be telling you what exercises are going to be in the session. And as the session progresses, the video plays back of the coach demonstrating those exercises, but that's not live, that's been pre-recorded. But the coach is still present there live for the session, talking you through. You get the same encouragement you get if you're in the session. You get the same, come on, you need to pick that up a bit, or bum down for a plank, or whatever it happens to be. So it's as much as possible recreating that sense of actually being in the session with the other people and with the coach, apart from we always get muted when the session starts because we chat too much. So we're allowed to think.
You're one of the ones that comes on early and has a good chin wag and a natter.
Well, you know, I like to be sociable, guys. You know me.
Well, that's one of the benefits of it, isn't it? I think is you can still come on and you can still chat to people.
Yeah, so you still get that sense of being, being part of it and being, part of that community and group, and that's really important. But yeah, I think we get a few minutes at the beginning and then a few minutes at the end. But then, of course, actually, while the session's being delivered, none of us would be able to talk anyway, I suppose.
We mute you because we don't want to listen to your heavy
breathing.
When you've got 20 people who are breathing heavy all at the same time, it's quite unnerving for the coach.
Yeah.
Normally it's drowned out by music in the gym, but we don't have that luxury. So where would you say you would be without this support and guidance that we're having during this particular time?
I think I'd struggle, really. I mean, I've got really supportive friends and family, and have that's a real constant part of my life. But the gym is it's that routine and that normality, which is so important when it feels like everything else has changed. I think the things that you can keep that are normal and routine. So the way the sessions have timed aren't maybe exactly as they were previously. So I always did a 6 a.m. session. Some days now it's 7 a.m., but it's still the very first thing I do in my day. So that hasn't changed, So I'm getting up, I'm getting my gym gear on, I'm going to the kitchen or the dining room or whatever, rather than getting in the car. But that constant thing in my daily routine is still there. So then, it's like, well, keep doing the other stuff you were doing, in a different way. We're working from home now, but it just means, there's no kind of, I'm just going to lay around in bed. It's get up, do the stuff you do, set your day up and crack on. So it really does kind of give me that purpose, I suppose, to, to be, right, this is something you can control, Lou. There's lots of stuff going on now. I mean, it's the same always, isn't it? Without coronavirus, there's a lot of stuff in life we can't control. And, I'm a great believer in don't worry over what you can't control. But what's going on is worrying. You're worried for your family, your friends. I'm worried for the business as well, because I run a business as you do. But, it kind of means, it's kind of like, get your big girl pants on and off you go. And, I did have a bit of a wobble last week, and I'm not a sharer on Facebook, but I thought I'm going to just put a little post in our Facebook group, in the Forever Strong Facebook group, because I know I'll get back. Come on, Lou, it's all right to have a wobble, but crack on, and that's what I got from people, other members saying, yeah, we're struggling a little bit as well, but let's do this and it's okay, but crack on, so that's really reassuring as well, to get that kind of support from people. They're not just people you go to a gym with a few times a week. It really is a community, and it's a community of people who really want to help each other. Not for any gain, for their own personal, for a personal gain, but just to be there and be present and be together as a community. And at times like this, I know it sounds like a bit of cheesy, but that's what matters, isn't it? That's what gets you through.
Yeah.
Those connections.
That support, that energy from other people. And sometimes you are feeling down, others are feeling down with you, but there's always those people that are positive at that point, and they'll drag you through. Yeah.
And there'll be other days when I'm the positive one, I'm the one saying, come on, you'll be right, we'll be fine.
Group effort. It's a group effort.
And so it's that kind of, you can draw on each other, which I think is really priceless. And it's sometimes you might not want to be having those conversations with people in your family, because you might not want to be kind of putting on them in that way, if that makes sense. It's a different kind of support that you get through gym members, and a lot of them don't know all of the stuff that's going on around you, so they just see you as that person who's in the gym, and don't necessarily make any judgments, I suppose, of other parts of your life that might then inform how they thought, how they think about you. It's just very much, we're all part of that gym community together, so it's really important.
Great stuff. So it's fair to say then that you are enjoying the online platform, given the circumstances?
I mean, I miss going to the gym. Absolutely miss that. As we all do. But, the fact that you've come up with this way of still delivering it is absolutely brilliant. And I know I'm not the only one that feels like that. We've all, you have to adjust, don't you? We've all found it a little bit strange in some ways, bouncing around your living room rather than around a gym, and, find a tin of beans instead of a kettlebell, if you like, kind of thing. But, these kind of circumstances, if you don't kind of change and adapt, then they can really get on top of you, can't they? They can get you to the point where, everything stops, and that's not good for us either physically or mentally, and there's so much now about, we've all got to be aware of not only our physical health, but also our mental health. And I would say for me that, that constancy of the gym being there and the people I see, albeit not in person now, is a real part of keeping me on track and I don't start wallowing and thinking, oh goodness me, you know, what if this happens with the business? What if that happens? You know, what if the children don't keep up with their schoolwork? And, you know, all that kind of thing that you can't control. You know, that would start to kind of grind me down, I think.
Okay, great stuff. So if you were to say to someone, you know, there's plenty of other people out there right now, gyms have closed, their gyms aren't offering this kind of thing, they've got no support network in place, they may be looking for something, they're unsure, they don't know which way to turn. What would you say to someone out there right now who's watching this?
I would say, give this a go. Give this a go. And, you know, this is great, but wait till you actually get us back into the gym proper. You know, just give it a try. There were even like long-standing members of the gym, and I can think of one in particular, and I won't name her, who just said, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do it. It's just not me. And she's done one session and she said, it's brilliant. Nothing's changed apart from my mindset, which I just thought was cracking, because it was, you know, if you give something a go, what's the worst that can happen? And actually you might find that it is a real boost for you, not only getting into shape, but also, you know, all the other types of support around. And just, you know, it's difficult enough. Every day might be a weekend at the moment. And I don't mean that dismissively, but, you know, there are a lot of people who aren't, you know, they literally don't know what day it is, because all of their routine is gone. And you can very quickly get in a spiral, can't you, where you're eating and drinking and all the things you shouldn't be doing. But if you've got the gym and you've got the support and the advice on how to eat well and what to eat, then we're all going to come out of this, hopefully, if not fitter and thinner, hopefully we will, but certainly not, you know, fatter and worse off, because that you said yesterday in one of your videos, you know, your kind of healthy, fit body and mind is the first line of defense in a situation like this, isn't it? You know, if you're in a good place yourself, mentally and physically, then really, you know, you're as well equipped as you can be to deal with, you know, just really kind of situations like this that you just don't expect to kind of come at you. And, you know, you feel like you've been hit by a train, don't you, some days? But getting yourself to that good place mentally and physically is what's going to get us all through this, I think.
Sounds good, Lou. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much. Sounds like a glowing report for what we do, and we appreciate it. We're here to help. We're here to serve, and we do want to help as many people as we can within reason, while still offering value. So hopefully your kind words and whatever you will go a long way to helping convince people that what we do is worthy of their attention. So I won't keep you any longer. You're busy. You've got lots to do, family and business. So thank you very much, Lou.
You're welcome, Gaz. I shall see you online later this week, maybe.
One of the sessions, or maybe for one of our game shows. You've not attended.
Oh yeah, I've not done one of those yet. Yes.
No, you've missed Blankety Blank and we.
Yes. I'll be on at the next one, hopefully.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See you later, Lou.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.